children, this is a maths lesson for Mr. Wakeland's group on the 13th of January. Just to begin this lesson, we're going to just quickly recap what you did last time. I left you this on Teams. The last time I did a video, we made these angle measurers and you were asked to sort the shapes into three different categories for the second task. Some with no right angles, some with one right angle, some with two or more right angles. Remembering that that angle measurer goes really nicely in the corner to make an L, and then you know it's got a right angle, like so. I hope you managed to complete that, children, with your homemade angle measurer. Okay, what are we looking at today? We're going to measure the length of everyday objects. For this activity today, you're going to need a ruler or a tape measure. And if you haven't got one at home, I have uploaded on Teams a printable ruler. You can print it off, cut it out, and you've got yourself a ruler. Make sure you cut really neatly though. Okay, so first thing we need to think about, length. What does that word mean? The length of a shape, the length is always the longest part of a shape. The longest part of a shape. It's easy to remember because length starts with a L, longest starts with a L, longest length, okay? So here's my first shape. I'm looking at this shape and I'm thinking, oh, there's my first shape, sorry. I'm thinking, okay, well, first of all, I need to estimate, because the sheet that I've given you asks you to estimate. What does that mean? Estimate means you're going to have a look at it and have a bit of a good guess at what length it is first before you measure it. Okay, so I'm going to do that. But the first thing I need to do is look at the shape and decide which side is the length. It's the longest, I've just said that. So I'm looking at this. And I'm looking at this, which one is the longest? And I can see straight away that this side here is the length because it's the longest side. So I'm going to look at that and think, oh, how long do I think that? I think that's about 7 or 8 centimetres, I think I'm going to write down for my estimation. Then I'm going to get my ruler and I'm going to measure. Now, this is where some children make mistakes in school. I've seen children put their ruler there like that, children, with the number 1 at the beginning of the side that you want to measure. No, that's not right. We need to put the 0 at that bit at the top there. That bit there needs to be right at the top like that. So I've got 0, and from there to there is 1 centimetre. Okay, and then I can see where does the line end. It ends there on 5 centimetres. So the length of this side is 5 centimetres. Let's try another one. First of all, which is the length? Yes, you're right. It's this longest side here is the length of this shape. So again, I'm going to think, oh, I need to estimate. I need to have a look at it, have a really good guess about how long I think it is. I think that looks about 10 centimetres. Okay, so I'm going to do my estimation, then pick my ruler. Remember, it doesn't start at number 1. We have it starting right on 0, then I can put it on there. Well, actually, I was a little bit out with my estimation because that's just over 7 centimetres, isn't it? It's not 10 centimetres if I put that on there. So my length there is 7 centimetres, okay? It doesn't matter that my estimation was a couple of centimetres out. That's not what really matters. What really matters today is really accurate measuring with your ruler. What am I asking you to do at home? I'm asking you to find some objects, to estimate the length, and then to measure. When you find your object, so you find your pencil, remember the length is going to be the longest part of the pencil, okay? The book, the longest part of the book will be the length. Estimate and then use that ruler that I've got on Teams or one that you have in your house to actually measure it in centimetres. Okay, when you write centimetres, make sure you write, if it was 5 cm means centimetres. Okay. Little challenge. Can you find an object in your house that has a length of exactly 20 centimetres? So it can be anywhere in your house, as long as you can find it that it's 20 centimetres. You could draw a picture of it and send it to me on Teams if you get that done. Thanks, boys and girls.